Hello all and welcome back to another wonderful Ponytown news update video. Today we are here at version 0.77.1 alpha and we got some exciting things. This is the 77.1 is actually just a two little bug fix things that I guess they forgot in the 77.0 update, but nonetheless we're going to be talking about both these updates because they're both new, basically the same day, and we're going to go through them. They're very exciting. As you can see from this GIF here, we got all kinds of cool things. We got body pattern, we got some new manes and ponytails, we got some masks with some really neat looking patterns and stuff on them, and all kinds of features that happen with the mask. And of course we have one of my favorite additions to this little update here is the ability to assign permissions to party members. What this is basically assigning an admin for your party or a mod for your party and things like that. Being able to assign party permissions, basically you're going to be able to get anyone in your party to be able to kick someone and different things like that. We'll get into that in a moment, but it's very exciting. It's something that I've been wanting for a while and it's finally here, and that's amazing. I love that. In addition to that, we got these new patterns, these new manes, face masks, ponytails, things like that. It's great. It's amazing, and you guys are gonna have a lot of fun playing with those accessories and those those customization options and things like that. We also have the ability to pick up lanterns off the ground. They added ability to sign in using Discord, which is something that it should have been in the game a long time ago, if we're being honest with ourselves. They added the ability to preserve your pony edits when closing the page, which means if you disconnect from Ponytown while you're editing your character, even if you didn't save, it will save it for you. This is as close to an autosave feature as we've ever gotten and probably will get. They added the ability to flip bananas and pears and mangoes. We got to be able to flip those bananas. Always good to have those. They added confirmation dialogue when saving into a slot with different map type. So if you're trying to save a house or something like that, and you're in a party island or something like that, if you're trying to save a house and you're overwriting a map, it's going to alert you that, hey, you are going to lose an island for this. And of course, you can say, yes, I'm sure I want to delete that island for this house, which I don't know why you would want to, but that's an option now. It was always an option, but now it just tells you if you're sure you want to do that or not. Second most exciting thing for me is the ability to roll out of dice notations and stuff like that. Basically, how it works is you can do /roll 2d6, and what it will do is it will roll out a 6 twice in a row and show you each result, and then add them up in a third result. It's a little bit confusing, but I'll explain that in a moment. We got new sock patterns. They improved the braid tail, improved ponytail offsets, improved pearl spawning, which is going to be great for you collectors out there. They improved control sections on the help page, so that might be a little bit more clear on different controls and things like that. They improved some UI, which is great. That's always a good thing to have. Then they fixed a bunch of different things. You may not be too curious of what all these fixes are. If you are curious, here they are. Here's the list of them right here on screen, so you don't have to worry about any other things. But one of the most interesting fixes is fixed getting teleported when walking against objects. This is something that was really bad, especially after the beach update. It just seemed like every single update we got, this little teleporting thing got worse and worse. But essentially what happens now with this fix in place is you're no longer going to be able to walk up against a lantern or a tree or a bush or something like that and suddenly teleport halfway across the map. That's no longer going to happen, or at least it shouldn't be happening. So if that is happening, please do report it. Just let us know, and it'll get fixed. It shouldn't be happening anymore. You can still kind of walk through walls, the little boop fly glitch thing that you used to be able to use to go through walls and things like that. That's still a thing in the game, or at least it was when I last tested it, but it's not as easy as it was before, and I do always have very high ping and everything like that, so that could be part of why. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the changelog here. So let's go ahead and hit continue, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of show you guys some of those new customization options. So if we go over here to character editor, let's say I want to make a new character. So I'll do this, and I'll just be like, oh, here's the name. let's say I want to use like one of the new body patterns, like this or this. Look at this body pattern. Maybe I want to use this body pattern or something like that. I don't know. And the mains are pretty interesting, and we got quite a few of them actually. We got. I highly recommend you just kind of play around with these yourselves. I'm definitely going to be making some characters with it very soon. Maybe I can make some kind of video or something about making characters or something. Maybe that would be interesting. But we got some back mains and things like that. I really love this one because of how floofy and puffy it is and everything like that. It's great. I may be using this on Skella, or at least a couple of my Skellas or something like that. It's just great. But some of you may have noticed that there's a new section now in the mains. This new section is ponytails. So now you can have ponytails, a back main, and a front main all at the same time, and that's great to me. I think that's amazing. The only real issue that I have with the ponytails is the fact that if you have a ponytail, you probably are going to have to remove whatever hat you have on that character, just because it kind of blocks most, if not all, of the hats. Like this is the tiara, it's basically covering all of it. All I can see is like the little diamond there. This is covering up all of this. Like you can't even see the end of it over there. This is covering up most of that. The bow is completely covered up and everything like that. So you're going to have a little bit of a weird issue with that. It's not really an issue and it's intended, but to me personally, if you're going to want like a head accessory, you're probably not going to want a ponytail and everything like that. Now, I will say, if you're trying to make some kind of specific species or some kind of regiment thing, and you're using, you know, the head accessory plus the ponytail to customize the colors to create some kind of weird shape or entity or something like that, then that's totally fine. But I don't recommend, if you're trying to make like a real good character and you want a hat on that character, I don't recommend putting a hat on it if you do a ponytail, because it causes a weird issue there. In addition to the new accessories, if we scroll down a little bit more in the head section, we have masks. Now, some of you probably already know about these masks just because of the event server. If you went to any of the events recently, you would know that there's actually masks in that server, and they finally moved them over to here. We got a ton of masks. Each of them have a ton of customization options. Look how many different patterns there are for each of these. There's like a dozen for each mask, and I think that's amazing. The only thing I'm a little bit sad about is that they actually removed one of the masks that they were going to add. If you were in the event server, you would have seen it. It covers up part of the neck and everything like that. They seem to have replaced it with this one. I did asked them about this when they originally did it in the test server, and I was like, hey, is this being replaced or whatever like that. They said there was issues with the other one. It may come back, it may, so take that with a grain of salt. It might come back. But so yeah, I want to say though, I really do love these masks. They're great. They actually function. If you try to sneeze in game while you have this on or whatever, it will actually prevent the like sneeze particles coming out. You'll still do like the sneeze animation, but you won't have like the little sneeze particles coming out. We got all kinds of new things as well. We got the legs. We finally have a new type of leg thing. This is just a like leg warmer, I guess you could call it. It's basically a sock, but it doesn't go all the way down. That's basically what it is. And they got, your typical patterns here that you got for, your other socks or whatever. So that's pretty interesting. But I want to show you now that I haven't hit save once on this character. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to show you how this works with the like, oh, it saves and remembers and everything like that. So if I actually hit a new tab here and load up another game, close out of the previous tab, it actually remembers that I have this character. And if I go to edit it, I can't revert it because there's nothing to revert it to, obviously. I can save it and then it will be in my save slots. But if I actually look at this, you can tell that it's not been saved yet. So if I actually go up here and I try and type in its name or whatever, it doesn't come up. Or wait, no, it's SD. So SD, it doesn't come up because it doesn't exist in my save slots yet because I haven't saved it. So if you are disconnected randomly while playing the game, then you won't have to worry about losing your character, at least not right away. It will save it for a while. I don't know how long it'll save it. I imagine it will save it until you like clear your history, your cookies or something like that. So keep that in mind. If you ever disconnect randomly, it will remember your characters. If there's some kind of update that comes up and it interrupts you making your character, it will remember the character that you had from the previous edit. So you'll be able to go right back on right after the update and save it. That way it won't go away and you'll be able to edit it and finish it for later. That's a great feature. It's something that we've been wanting for a very, very long time, and they finally have it, and I can't be more excited for it. But anyway, let's go into this game as an actual character. Let's go in there as Skeleton and try out this new update. Okay, so now that we're in game, I want to talk about this dice roll command before we move on to the party and everything like that. Basically how this command works is you can do slash, let's roll out, so what this is gonna do is it's gonna roll out of 10 3 times in a row, and then it's gonna show me the value of those rolls combined. So doing slash roll d10 will bring up, of course, this result here. I rolled once, I rolled twice, I rolled a third time, it equals 10, and it shows me how many I rolled out of. This is going to be great for regiments who want to do weird, interesting things. This is going to be great for people that want to make mini games and everything like that. This is going to be a really great feature. It's going to be a niche feature, I imagine it will be, and I will admit that, but I think this is going to be an excellent feature for players. You can actually do this. There's technically no real limits. I can do, like, say, roll 1,000 d 1,000 or whatever like that, and it will roll like this. It will just show you your result, and it will say that 100 d 1 million or whatever like that. So you can, technically it's unlimited, but if you want to actually see the result of each dice, then you're going to want to stick within 5d6 or something like that. It will show all 5. If you do any more than 5, it won't show up the results. So keep that in mind if you're trying to make, like, the game, trying to make some kind of game or something else like that in Ponytown. Keep that in mind if you're trying to use this command for something, because that's really the only downfall that it has, is that, so we have a person here. Who is this person? This is Luca. This person, even though they're not online right now, I can still show you the party permissions and things like that. So basically, once you're in a party, you don't have to go to your party island to do this, but I just happen to be here so that I'm not interrupted or anything like that. But essentially, once you're in a party with someone, you can press the party icon here or here, whatever like that, and then you can hit this little a key thing here, which is not lined up at all with this remove party thing. Oh my god, that's gonna bother the crap out of me. But you can click this, and now you can have them be able to invite members, you can have them be able to remove members, edit maps, lock or unlock maps, they can save maps, they can load the maps, they can manage permissions, etc, etc. This is great for, you know, very, very large parties. This is really, really, really great if you're doing some kind of event or something else like that. This is just overall going to be a very great thing. So I can kind of just sit here for a minute and kind of explain these. But basically, if you have invite members clicked, it means they can invite members to the party. If you have remove members, then that means they can remove members from your party. If you have edit locked map, what this does is, right now the map is unlocked, but if I lock it right now, like lock map editing like this, and then I go up here and press this, and let's say I want to give Luca the permission to edit a locked map, I can do that. And what that will do is, first off, it'll put them at the top. They will have a blue ring around them as well, but they're offline, so it won't show it. But basically, they'll have like a little bit of a ring around them. That way you know that, hey, they're, you know, they have permissions and stuff like that. But basically, oh, it'll also give you a little tooltip saying they can edit locked map and things like that. But if you go in here, edit locked map, if your house is locked, if your map is locked, they can still edit it. So this is a little bit of a dangerous thing to give someone just willy-nilly. You can also have them be able to lock or unlock the map. What this will do is it will allow them to unlock the map editing or lock the map editing on their own, without, you know, having to consult the party leader. They can also save your map without permission. They can also load their own maps without permission. It's a little bit, that one's a little bit weird, but I think that one's reasonable. And then of course you can have them manage permissions. What this will do is it'll allow them to manage the permissions of the party and allow them to also assign mods and admins, or whatever you want to call this little party permissions feature. Don't believe there's anything else to talk about, so that's going to do it for the video. I do hope that you enjoyed. I make news update videos like this all the time. Every single time there's an update in Ponytown, I talk about it, I make a video on it, unless it's something like, hey, we fixed this lighting issue or something like that, but that's besides the point. If you liked what you saw, if you like Ponytown, then definitely, you know, like, subscribe, and share, and do all of those wonderful things, because when you do those wonderful things, you get access to wonderful content such as this. But that's not all you get. That's not all you get. You also get to become wonderful yourself, and I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful. I'm locking myself in jail.